Hello, all. Welcome to Dear Madam Adam Live. I'm Madam Adam. I was going to say I'm Dear Madam Adam, but that doesn't make sense. Can you behave, please? Thank you. I hope you're all doing well. We have some emails to answer. Hello, hello. Dogs being dogs. Welcome to it, my friends. As I said, we have some emails to answer. The text line is open, I believe. But we'll see what we get to. The recap of the week, let's see. Last week we went to Jollywood. This past week we went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which is the Magic Kingdom Christmas party. So I did some videos, some lives from Magic Kingdom that you can see on my Instagram, some fireworks and parades and things. So it was a good time. It was fun. And that was Thursday. And then Friday we saw Wicked in the morning, which was great. And then Friday night we saw Queen Irby. So a great weekend. Tomorrow night is Blasphemous Mass, as I like to call it. So it's, collective reads for charity. Tuesday is Tarot Talk Tuesday. I will be live with my good friend Jackie from Totems and Tarot. So make sure you tune in for that as well. In the chat here, do you like Christmas? I just can't find the joy in it anymore. That's fair. I like the season itself. I like the end of the year holiday season. I like it a lot, but I like it for spooky, ooky, macabre kind of reasons. The nights are longer. It's cold. It's dark. All the music is in a minor key. It's innately spooky. So I like it for that reason. I like the melancholy of the holidays. So, and we don't particularly celebrate Christmas at my house. We just like to decorate with, trees and lights and shit. It's very Yule over here. We do the Christmas stuff for the niece and nephew. We do it mostly for them. So I think that you should find a way to endure this time of year in a way that makes sense for you. So maybe you don't need to find the joy in it. Maybe you just need to find a way to make this time meaningful to you, or, bah humbug your way through it. So that's my thought. Yeah, do that. Decorate for Krampus, for sure. That's a great idea. All right. Well, let's get started with an email. I've got one queued up here. This one is from Angie. It says, "Hey, Madam Adam, I absolutely love your content. And to be completely honest with you, some days I'm at my complete wit's end, or I completely at the bottom of the barrel at the end of the day, and one of your readings comes across and it fits so perfectly every time. Thank you." And just your energy and vibes are just beautiful. That's so nice. You make me feel better at my worst days. And all you are doing is making content through screen. And it's a beautiful thing what you do. I do all your breathing things with you and affirmations. I just love you. LOL. Okay. Well, now enough being a sappy girl. I absolutely love a reading. But me having 4 kids, 3 baby daddies, 2 of them are involved. Well, one really, another one, it's convenient for him anyway. I just want overall like life reading. I don't even really know what I'm seeking other than does it get better? I'm doing all this inner work and it feels like all the raw, nasty emotions is all I'm getting and nothing else. And I'm sure it's something I'm doing. So I just want to know what the cards would say. Hope you have a beautiful day and I will tune in. Yes. Thank you for watching the live if you're here, Ange. And the main thing I disagree with here is you saying that you're sure it's something that you're doing. Maybe it's you need to fucking chill. You know, maybe that's the thing that you're doing is making too much of it. Maybe we're pushing too hard. Maybe we're making it too deep. You know? Let's see what I've got for you today. We're using a classic Rider-Waite deck, a vintage tarot. Thank you, Angie, for taking the time to write in. I appreciate you very much. And if you would like to participate in the future, you can write in as well to dearmadamadam@gmail.com. Excellent. Yes. What an emotional spread for you today. 2 of Cups, Page of Cups, King of Cups. So, and if you want to be free emotionally to do what is justifiable or what is best for you, if you want to be able to do what is best for you and feel good about it, all you have to do is stay communicative. All you have to do is let people know what you're doing. That's all. That's it. All you got to do is make sure that you are, you know, letting people know what's going on, where they need to be. You don't need to over explain. You don't need to do, you don't need to ask for permission, but we just need to, like, okay, as an example, if I want to make sure that I'm being a good husband while I'm on like my own wellness journey, I just have to make sure that I go, hey, babe, I'm going to do this thing, XYZ, you know? And then if he asks me, you know, hey, where are you going? What are you doing? Just keeping everything above board, keeping everything honest, keeping everything, you know, vulnerable and transparent. We need the space to trust our intuition. Some people argue that intuition is a wands thing. I disagree. Intuition is feeling. I think intuition is feeling. So it's a water sign thing. It's a water thing. It's a cup thing. Intuition is something that you innately understand without giving it cognitive reasoning. So I understand, though, where we might think that, you know, intuition could be a wands thing. Because wands are spirit, subconscious, etc. I think our wands are our words. No, wands, swords are going to be words. Words, thoughts, actions. you can break down the minor arcana by element. So swords are air sign energy, wands are fire sign, cups are water sign, pentacles are earth signs. So we can infer those realms of existence, or those topics go in those things. You know what I mean? So words are going to be in the swords elements. They're going to be in swords and as a suit, not just there. The Two of Cups is a verbal thing as well. People make this romantic, which I don't see that or understand how that's romantic at all. But yeah, for you, Ange, the kicker card here is King of Cups. We need to make sure that you are being honest and kind with yourself and others, but you have to just lead with compassion. We have to just try to lead with love. We have to try to understand that everyone is doing what they think is best. Everyone is doing what they think is right. Every day, all the time, even you. So you should make sure that you are doing the honest and kind thing for you. So keeping everything above board, being vulnerable and transparent is the best way for you to move forward. The advice for you, so that you can better connect to your intuition. Doing so is just about King of Cups energy. Leading with emotional certainty, kindness, love, compassion, that kind of thing. There we go. I hope some of you also resonate with that as well. But yeah, no, a lot of people get hung up on the minor arcana. And I agree. The court cards are hard. They can be quite fickle sometimes. But there are some condescending readers that like to go on my comments and be like, that's not what that means. And I'm like, it does. If you knew the spread I'm using, if you knew how I'm getting there mentally, or they say, actually, it means this. And it's like another way of saying what the fuck I said. I just got there. I just got there directly, and you beat around the bush and I don't, or something like that. I don't know. But that was one of them. Is someone was like, actually, intuition is wands. And I'm like, actually, it's not. I see where you're getting that from, but no. And you're not, do your own reading. And I start to doubt myself. And I go to their page, and they have like 300 followers, and they don't post any tarot. None of their content is tarot. They don't even have content. And I'm like, of course, someone who doesn't have any fucking content, nothing that other people can judge, goes to my content where my whole existence and job is tarot. And you're telling me that I'm doing it wrong? I have thousands of videos, and you're telling me I'm doing it wrong. Girl, please. People are so funny. But anyway, you can associate the minors to the elements, and that should help you understand at least what we're talking about with a certain card. If it's Pentacles, we're probably talking about money, job, career stuff, physical, tangible shit you can see, feel, touch, stuff you should do, people around you, that kind of thing. Wands are going to be passions, fast moves, subconscious, spiritual things, fire sign energy, willpower. Swords are air sign energy, so they're shit from the neck up, right? And cups are pretty obvious. All right, let's continue with some of these emails. I just think it's funny, right? Because I can't believe it makes me low key doubt myself sometimes. But it's like the bottom line is it your job? Do you do this for a living? Do tons of people pay you to do this for them? Then shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Do I come to your customer service job and tell you what's on the menu? No, you know, I don't fucking know. Anyway. Ooh, very good, Alexa writes, I also see wands as motivation and what motivates us, but sometimes it depends on the reading. I fully agree. It's a fire sign thing. Any layer or correlation to the element of fire. Fuck, wands can be your sex life. Right? As Melissa Sinova made abundantly clear to me, wands can be quite phallic. So, but yeah, your motivations, your passions, your desires, your sex life, anything associated with the element and symbology found in fire. Anything else? What else do you think? That's what that suit is going to be about. Yeah, like fire, passion, spice. And that's also where we find a lot of spirit, because if we're talking about like Christian ideology or specifically I was raised Catholic, so Holy Spirit, the fire, the burning bush, fire, spirit, Holy Spirit, flame, fire signs, wands, right? So ooh, no, Emily, pull that thread. Emily said, my brain is also going fear, which doesn't fully make sense to me, but I can't unsee it. Pull that thread. The suits all signify change, but the suit can signify the type. Fire will be fast. Yes, not as fast as swords. That's where you can also talk about time frames as well, right? Swords is the fastest, air, then fire, then water, then earth. Wands can be our willpower. Absolutely. Fear. How can fear be found in the suit of wands? The negative counterpart of passion. Being so passionate about something, it implies risk. Being so passionate that it implies change. The no going back of fire. Fire is final. Fire can be hard to control. And that's why whenever we talk about an ace of wands, obviously I'm using Pamela Coleman Smith imagery here, Rider-Waite deck. But that's why whenever we talk about an ace of wands and I say light the match, begin the passion project, Give your passions reverence and respect like a candle. If you flail it around and act fearful with this candle, it'll go out. So, controlling your fear and anxiety, slow and steady with your wand, reverence for your passions, respect for the flame. It can hurt as much as it can heal. Fear can be a tool. Yes, ma'am. In just the same way you can harness it and control it. Yes, ma'am. Just like fire. Exactly. Very good, chat. Any analogy to the element of fire belongs in the suit of wands. I feel that we can find love in wands as well. We can find love in wands and in cups. Excuse me. Cups are emotion, not love in particular, but emotion. And let's consider that now as well. Water always wins. Water is life. Water is everything. Water is everything. Water always wins. Water can put out fire. It can rust the sword and erode the earth. Feeling, emotion is the thing that we have to make sense of, is our feelings, right? We have to, our feelings make us passionate. Yeah, and notice where water is present in the cards in themselves, not just the cup suit, but in any cards in general. One of my favorites is the Two of Swords, the water behind it. What happens when you've just gone numb from the hurt? I don't know what that has to do quite with what we're talking about. Can you elaborate on what you mean? We were talking about minor arcana suits. I'm confused. When the feelings just aren't there? Like when there's no cup cards, you mean? Well, then it's not an emotional thing. Then it's something else. If there's no cup cards or there's no water present, then it's not an emotional thing that we need to get out of the feelings. Yeah, the minors are interesting, but again, it's really, there's not they're really simple to understand. If you can apply the elemental correspondences to them, and then the major arcana energy that is associated with the card numerically. That's the grid, right? And these are things that we go into in greater detail in my tarot classes. But if you add the elements and then you numerically add the energy of the major arcana associated with it, it helps you understand it better and deeper. All of this is going to be in the book. Yeah. It's what I'm writing. It's what I'm working on. Putting all of it into words. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Vox, thank you for the personal message. I really appreciate you. The question is, I'd love to ask how I can navigate my new year. Birthday is November 14th with the Empress as the guidance card. Very nice. Want to focus on career this year while keeping that card in mind, in my mind's forefront. Yes, that absolutely makes sense, Vox. So we've got a year of Empress energy, but we also want to make sure we're keeping career the focus, but Empress energy in the forefront. So yes. Yes, yes, yes. So the thing about Empress energy is that it has a lot to do with nature. Empress energy is divine feminine, divine mother. So very much Mother Nature. So keeping plants, fresh flowers are great offerings for the Empress. Wearing rose as like a rose quartz. Turquoise is one as well. I think that's everything from the Book of Correspondences. But, oh, she's right at the bottom for you. Oh, my God. I saw that 8 of Pentacles in my head. That was wild. Anyway, the Empress for you, my friend, is surrounded by the moon and the 8 of Pentacles. So that's a system that I like to use. Once I've done during my private sessions, a lot of times what I'll do is I will pull a general spread, which is a 5-card, simple spread, do a little autopsy on you, and then pull, if there's something that we're talking about that you just like I had a client today, we had to have a really deep heart to heart about some stuff. And she was like, I just want to know blah. And I was like, okay, well, let me just go look. So at that circumstance, I know these cards well enough. This deck, I guess, in particular, I know this deck well enough, the Rider-Waite images well enough that if you give me a circumstance or a question, I can come up with in my mind a card that kind of represents that, symbolizes that, gives off that kind of energy. And then what I'll do is I will go look for it in the deck. So for this question of like, Empress and career, I went looking for the Empress, So the cards around it are the rest of the spread here. So obviously we're needing to make sure that we're consistent, that we have consistent practices, that work is the focus. So we're aligned there. But the idea here with the moon is that it's not quite clear how this goes for you. We have to kind of go with it. We have to move through it to know how this is going to go. So scared, new place. Yeah, exactly where you're supposed to be then. Strap in. The game auto saved. That's it. So to me, it suggests as well that there needs to be a consistency of your wellness practices as much as your work. So good work-life balance. It's going to be a duality. It's going to be a process, but a good one for sure. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's any other emails I've got here that aren't a novel. Lisa has a simple one here. Lisa writes, I'm getting back into work fields, but can't seem to find my footing. We want to be successful in our attempts to find work, or should I change my strategy at how we're going about doing this? Let's see what I have for you. All right. Knight of Swords energy. We need a pivot, a fast reaction. Yeah, we need to change it up a bit, it seems. You have the moon as well, so it's not clear how this is going to go for you, but we do need to make a change, and it needs to be an emotional choice. You got to invest in it emotionally. Whatever feels right is the direction you should be going into. So we do need to change it up, though. Trust your gut. All right. I hope you all are enjoying the live. Thank you so much for your engagement. It looks like the chat like just stopped, or I don't know if we're all just listening intently or if it froze or something. I don't know. I hope not. I hope my internet is still good, but welcome to it. If you're just joining, welcome to it. I appreciate you being here. We're all just listening. Yes. Fabulous. Awesome. I was like, oh no, did I lose you? Good. Well, I'm glad I have you all have your ears. I'm so grateful. Let's see here. I might have some text. I do. From Emily B. Emily B is watching live, and I hope, and would like to get a reading tonight. So welcome to it, Emily. Let's talk a little bit. Emily, if you're live, if you would respond to your text to let me know that you're here, that would be great. But if not, I hope you watch the replay. So let's see, Emily B. A general what, why, how for you tonight. Don't forget, you can text in to the number in the description if you would like to have a little text chat with me, or text in a question for me and or a read. I would love to give you one. Oh, there you are. Excellent. Emily B. Queen of Cups energy, my love. Your primary message today is to make sure that you prioritize your wellness. So Queen of Cups energy, as we navigate transformation, there you go. As you navigate transformation, you make sure that you are loving on you, that you are nurturing yourself, that we are being nurturing, that we're being kind, that we're being careful of how we hold ourselves emotionally right now. Ten of Swords energy, yes. Are there some past things coming back up to the surface some old bullshit rearing its head. Ten of Swords energy. Old things, finalities, maybe bad endings. You know? We're just, maybe it's on your mind, you know? Maybe it's on your mind. Maybe it's a cyclical thing, perhaps. So, High Priestess energy is how we handle this. Been doing some shadow work? Yes. High Priestess energy is how we handle this. Patience, stillness, continue the work you've been doing. The High Priestess is symbolic of what it means to read tarot, to have the patience and stillness to look inward. So the connection here to me for this Queen of Cups and High Priestess is that you can expedite this process if you incorporate wellness into your shadow work. Does that make sense, Emily? Either in the chat or in the text. Let me know if that makes sense for you, if that resonates. A lot of cups lately in the general reads, in the paid reads, lots of cup energy. We all in our feelings. Huge transformation. Excellent. Good. Continue the self-care work. That's the best thing. This is going to bring up old bullshit. It's going to, okay, when you start to get out of your comfort zone and start to work on yourself, your brain, your body starts to tell you, no, quit doing that. You know? So you got to push through that and continue reflecting. All right. Thank you so much for texting in. Very good. So proud of you for reclaiming your power and your sense of self. Very good. Another text is from Shannon from Arizona. Shannon is a Capricorn and would just like a general read. Very good. All right, Shannon. 5 of Cups energy. What's the grief? What's the loss? 5 of Cups energy suggests that the emotional negatives have begun to outweigh the positives. So somewhere we've got some emotional stuff that maybe we're sweeping under the rug and we need to process it. Ringing any bells? Fives come from the Hierophant, so it's unfortunate that the suggestion is that you're learning a lesson. Yes, we've had some loss. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear about that. So this is very similar to the conversation that I had with my client today, for her to not push it down anymore, you know? So I know, fuck the lesson. I know it sucks, especially as a reader, to have to explain that to you, to be like, listen, what you're going through is supposed to teach you something. When you're ready to accept that lesson is entirely up to you. But the 5 of Cups suggests that, like, listen, it's going to start to swell up. It's going to start to come up to the surface. Sooner than later, we have to let it let it have you, you know? What else? 2 of Cups energy, talk it out. Emotional communication for the sake of healing, vulnerability, Knight of Pentacles energy. This is the way things are. We have to accept the reality. We have to sit in this for a little bit. This is why I always think it's hilarious when people are like, tarot's fun. And I'm like, it can be. So there's some things that we need to say out loud. The healing of it all, you know? Knight of Pentacles suggests that nothing moves. Nothing moves, nothing changes. This is just how things are right now. We have to sit still in it so that we can understand the best way forward. So we have to quit reacting, quit flailing, quit distracting, process this emotional lesson, communicate, get the shit out that we need to get out, and see clearly the path ahead. So I feel for you and your losses. I really do. And understand something, Shan. You're not ignoring it per se. You are coping with it in the best way that you can in the moment. You're doing what you think is best and right for you. You're trying to protect yourself, you know? So I wouldn't say you're ignoring it. I would say that you are coping with it and procrastinating on healing. You know, I wouldn't say you're ignoring it. That sounds negative. So you are loved and supported here, my friend. Thank you very much. Let's see. Russell from Nevada is watching. Let's see what a general read pulls up for you. All right. 10 of Cups energy. We are shining a light on what emotional abundance looks like for you right now, Russell. It is not about money, job, tangible things. It's about how having those things is supposed to make you feel. What are we seeking emotionally? Okay. 5 of Swords energy. It seems that your emotional abundance comes with conflict. Now, I find often that this is because we've been playing a role for a while for some people. Some people have learned to rely on us, and we are pursuing our own things and perhaps not quite able to play those roles anymore for them. So us seeking our own abundance, our own successes is somehow an attack on their lifestyle. Does that make sense? That's an example, but Russell, does that land somewhere with you? Your abundance comes with conflict. The how we handle is Page of Cups energy. Yeah, it's not conscious. It's people aren't doing this on purpose, but it conflicts the way that we've been behaving. Pursuing things that make you happy might conflict other roles you play for people. So, Page of Cups energy, the suggestion is that you trust yourself and you trust how you feel. If something feels right, go for it. If it doesn't, don't. I mean, my typical piece of advice for this is be okay with being the bad guy for people. Oh, well, you know? So give that some thought, my friend. All right, let's see who's next. Hey, this is Carissa. I've been watching you for a while now. So happy I was finally able to catch you live. Welcome to it. I would love a reading, but I understand that there are people that need one more than me, and I'm not a subscriber or anything. I just love you. I get you daily tarot every morning. Well, I don't post them daily, but thank you for watching. And don't do this woe is me shit. Don't do this like, I understand there are people that need it more than me. No, don't do that. Um, and subscribe, girl. Subscribe. Help a bitch out. Subscribing on YouTube is one of the free ways you can support me, and I really appreciate it. But Carissa writes that they have no idea which way is up right now, which direction their life is going. Their life has felt like a shit show the past few months. Well, you are not alone in that. That's for sure. She said, I'm sorry. Don't apologize, Carissa. You apologize too much. Let's see what we have. 9 of Wands energy, darling. We need to make sure that you are focused on your boundaries, that you know how to protect yourself properly. You are probably not concerned about boundaries. What you're concerned about is holding up those boundaries and the way that people engage with them. So protect yourself. Know what you prioritize. Boundaries come from priorities. Okay. What else? 5 of Wands energy. Quit listening to so many fucking people. You know? Quit listening to so many opinions. 5 of Wands energy. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many voices. Too many opinions. What are you passionate about? What do you care about? Focus on that. 8 of Cups. We got to move on, babe. Move on from this old you, this people please. Please yourself. Have the strength to move on from these old ways of being. It doesn't serve anymore. It's not making you any stronger. You're not winning any awards. So, boundaries, please. What are you passionate about? Lean in that direction. Stop taking advice from people that aren't even happy, that don't even know who they are or what they want. Right? Come on now. I hope that makes sense. Good for you signing up. I love that for you. Very good. All right. I've got a few minutes. Let's see. Allison from Florida has been in a horrible funk for a while. Just a general read. You're very welcome. Thank you. Ooh. Well, deception. I call bullshit. Yeah, I call bullshit, Allison. Somewhere you're not being honest. I don't know if that's you not being honest with yourself or other people are lying to you, but there's deception somewhere, babe. Our victories are blocked by this abundance. Somewhere that you give out emotional energy, somewhere that you give out love is not being given back properly. So, the suggestion here is Queen of Wands energy. Why wait for the seasons to change when you can change them yourself? Why wait for the new year? Have change now. You're protected, you're looked after, you're supported. Your spirit team is on your side. Yeah, makes sense? Good deal. You're welcome, babe. Thank you. Amber started a spiritual journey, going through a lot in life, general reading to see what spirit would like for you to know. Perfection, Amber Lynch. It's probably going to be our last read of the night. Ace of Cups energy, my love. Water rituals. Wash it off you. Cleanse the body and the spirit in the shower, that kind of thing. Four of Cups energy. You don't need to make your journey easier for other people to handle. Going on this spiritual journey is going to bring up a lot of emotional stuff for you. It's going to bring up a lot of grief. So you need to make sure that you're ready to handle it and wash it off you consistently. Don't let the water become stagnant. Move it through you. Okay? And thank you for writing in. All of you. Thank you so much for writing in. This has been a great live. I have enjoyed myself thusly. I hope you have as well. Don't forget to join me tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Monday Night Live for charity. Tuesday, I will be with my good friend Jackie at Totems and Tarot on Instagram for a little interview and chat and reads. And make sure you visit the website, dearmadamadam.com, for all the happenings and things going on with me and private sessions, cameos, my book that you can pre-order. Everything you need is there. Thank you guys so much. Have a great evening. I will see you soon.